What's up, everybody? So I promised you guys an update on the Chevelle, and this video is going to do it. So let's just get into this. So last time we talked, the Chevelle only needed certain things. It has now turned into a full resto, like frame off, full resto. So let me show you guys what we've got into here. So we've managed to get the front clip off this guy. We got the hood over there and some other parts, suspension parts. We've stripped the whole suspension. Got the transit motor out, K-frame. The rear is out. You guys can see that. That's the rear. The gas tank. The motor is out, and she is just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Like, this thing has just been leaking for years everywhere. I mean, that's just nasty. Just straight nasty. So the reason we had to tear the frame off, and I'll show you guys here, this is the frame, is that the body mounts to the frame, we got some here, here's some of the body mounts, they are shot, absolutely shot, just dry rotted to no end. The washers are all rotted off. Some of these bolts, let me see if I can find one. Oh, here's one. Some of the bolts are just like, the threads are gone. Look at them. They're just gone. Messed up. So we had to tear it off for that, for one. And then this frame had damage. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Let's see if I can get my light here. But this frame had a hole in it right there. And it went into the bottom, and it was really weak. And we had to weld on the top side, and that right there is how bad it got. So we ended up just tearing it out, and that'll all be welded up. But other than that, the frame is in pretty good shape. The only other spot that we have to fix, this needs some backing right here. It's real thin, and it kind of, I don't know if you guys can see it, all the metal was falling out, so that has to be reinforced. Other than that, the frame just needs cleaned up and painted. But the other reason we tore this guy out is the rockers are good, but the inner rockers are gone. Absolutely gone. So the frame also had to come out because these inner rockers are gone on both sides of the car. I don't know how well you can see that, but they're gone. And the frame sits right next to that, so we couldn't weld it, and we don't want to put outer rockers in, just inner rockers. So the frame had to come out. But it's easier to repair the frame and paint it and do the inner rockers with it out anyway, and they needed body mounts. I think 4 of them were missing, so it was just safer to take it out and do it. It's easier. So the Chevelle's turned into a frame off restoration. Yay. Was not expecting all that. So, but there's some other work that has to be done. I'll show you guys. So this car has needed some other work I've told you guys about. I said it needed this lower panel, this lower quarter panel. It's pretty messed up. It's not bad, but we got in here, and you'll love this. This right here, get my light to stay. This is a body mount that no longer exists. One of them brackets, so it wasn't holding nothing. So the floor panel will come with that in it, so we'll put that trunk pan in, and then we're just gonna get metal and make this flange and weld it in. And then I think it needs a little bit of quarter touch up. I don't know how bad it is. I haven't taken this trim off yet, so, but up underneath this car, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but this whole car up underneath will be cleaned and repainted and everything put back in. So that's pretty cool. Also, the firewall will be all repainted. So the firewall all the way back to the bottom of the car will be all repainted and cleaned up and new parts. I have ordered all new parts for this. The front suspension is all brand new. I'm talking suspension to all the steering components. Everything's brand new. I have all the rear stuff coming for the suspension to be brand new. We're going to keep the rear that's in it. It's a posi. I'm not sure what gears are in it yet, but it's just going to get cleaned up, painted, regasketed, and new gear oil put in it. And then we have all new body mounts and bolts for the frame. And then what else do I have coming? I have the body panels, which is the lower quarter to trunk panels. They're on their way. But I think that's about it. Once we get that far, it won't be long. She'll be back in, and I'll be putting suspension on it. And I have the brake conversion kit for it into drums to rotors. It is now here, and I can no longer use the factory 14s, which is a mess because these are brand new tires, brand new. But I was gonna paint them red and put a chrome baby moon on them, but they're not gonna fit now. So we have new rims and tires coming now. Exciting. So car's gonna be done right. It's gonna be pretty cool. But I told you I'd give you guys an update, and here she is. So let's just get a once around over. The garage is just covered in parts everywhere.